Well, Supertramp developed into two forces, two writers. There was Rick and there was myself. And initially we did write together, but as we became stronger in our own rights, we started writing individually. Pretty much from Crime of the Century onwards, we were writing individually. So it became very much like a Lennon-McCartney relationship. The wonderful thing about Dreamer was that I created a demo of Dreamer by myself in my mother's house, and it had a certain amount of magic. And when we came to record it, 4 or 5 years later, we tried to duplicate the demo, and we couldn't do it. So we actually ended up in putting the demo on 2 tracks of the multi-track machine, and then playing to the demo and trying to duplicate or recreate all the little bits and pieces that are on the demo. I mean, when I created the demo, I was hitting cardboard boxes and hitting lamps and making all kinds of noises, and as well as all the singing and the harmonies and stuff. So a lot of the sounds you find on Dreamer are kind of maybe slightly more updated versions, but we did a lot of the banging cardboard boxes and stuff like that for even the studio version. Give a little bit, I think, again, was around the same era, 18, 19, and I think I'd been very affected by the Beatles at that time. I mean, if I have to think of one song that really maybe touched me and made me realize yet again the power of music and how it could change the world, was All You Need Is Love by the Beatles. And I think Give a Little Bit maybe was my version of that in a way. It's a very simple song. It's actually, for me, maybe my favorite song that I've ever written, because it's such a timeless message. It's very simple, and yet it's very powerful at the same time. And I love singing it today, especially in concert, because it's all about reaching out and giving and caring. And somehow, when you look out and see thousands of people singing it with you, the spirit of the song just takes on a life of its own, and it's very very powerful. I think when I was sent to boarding school for 10 years, and I definitely emerged from that experience with a lot of questions about what the hell happened to me, and what life was about, and why a lot of the things I've been told didn't make any sense. And I think Logical Song really was a light-hearted way of saying something pretty deep, which is, you know, they told me how to conform, to be presentable and acceptable and everything, but they didn't tell me who I am and why I'm here. So it's a very profound message, and I think it really resonated with a lot of people when it came out. Breakfast in America. Well, at some point, I think I was 17 when I found this wonderful pump organ. It's a harmonium, you know, you pump with the feet, and I found it in this old lady's house in a village in the countryside near where I lived in England, and I bought it for £26. And when I bought it back, I proceeded to write all these songs on it. Breakfast in America, and Two of Us, and Soapbox Opera, and even the beginning of Fool's Overture, even the beginning of Logical Song. It's amazing what this instrument pulled out of me. Anyway, Breakfast in America, which was the question you asked, was one of the songs I wrote, and I think I was probably 17 at the time, just dreaming of one day going to America and seeing all the beautiful girls in California, and I don't know, dreaming. And little did I know at that time that it would come true, and come more than true, in such a wonderful way. Well, Take the Long Way Home was written actually just before we recorded Breakfast in America, so I was maybe 28, 29. And again, it's a multi-level song. It says a lot, and to me, the home, Take the Long Way Home, can be translated in a number of ways. You can literally take the long way home driving, or you can take the long way home to our true home in ourselves, in our higher self, or in, again, where we're all heading in this journey called life. So it was, again, another angle on a question that obviously ran deep inside me, which is where's my home and where's peace, and it feels like I'm taking a long way to find it. Well, it's funny. It's Raining Again actually came. That was another song that came out of my pump organ. When I wrote it, it was much more melancholy and slow and moody. It was more melancholic, if you like. And when I recorded it, 15 years later with the band, it became much more up-tempo and more poppy. And I like both. And I think it's a wonderful example of us doing a pop song very well. Land Ho, again, was around the same era. The same era as Dreamer, actually. And it was another song I did a wonderful demo of, and we tried to recapture the demo. But it was a song I wrote, again, the lyric is, I'm trying to find an anchor for my soul. It's a soul-searching song, dressed up in a really wonderful melody and catchy rhythm. I mean, I don't plan these, they just come out of me like that. I don't sit down and say, okay, I'm going to write a song about soul-searching, and it's going to be in a upbeat tempo. It's just happened to be what happened, I think, because the strongest part of me was really trying to find answers to some questions I had, some deep internal questions, and just the joy of music and the joy of playing and the joy of writing. That was the combination that spawned all these songs. And luckily they struck a chord in people, and people liked them. So be well. I hope I get to see you again soon. It's been lovely being back in Canada. I just love you all. And be kind to each other, okay?
Send a smile and show Thank you so much. I love you. Bye-bye.